today's video is a medium coverage full face makeup routine. Now this routine is using a BB cream and not a foundation. It is also only using a couple other products to kind of give your face some dimension and highlight without being like completely over the top or extra glam. So today I'm going to a Memorial Day picnic. Now, trust me, I am someone who completely loves to do a full face beat, but I don't always want to show up everywhere looking like I need to sit in a corner and can't really partake or want to partake in like outdoor activities. Sometimes I want to go places and look like I'm naturally pretty with a few products on my face and I'm ready to kick some ass in badminton or volleyball or whatever. Summertime, you go to tons of events that are outside, so you want something that's going to protect your skin as well as not be too heavy. If you're sweating, your pores are going to be opening up, you're going to get a lot of product in your pores, and the last thing you want to do is be worrying about clogged pores and breaking out for the summer and all of that. So this look here is completely drugstore minus one lip gloss, which is completely affordable. It is $12 and you can get it online. I'll give you some more information about it at the end. But again, everything else is 100% drugstore. Now, I did not do my brows on camera because those are not drugstore. I only ever usually use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, so if I'm going to be doing a drugstore routine or an affordable routine, my brows will already be done on camera before I even start filming. And the BB cream that I used today is the Maybelline Dream BB Cream. This is the first time that I am using this BB cream, so I'll be able to update you guys on the longevity and how it wears and stuff on my other social medias, so make sure to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. If you want to know how to get this medium coverage, full face, natural, like outdoor summertime makeup look, then just please keep watching. First thing I'm going to do is prime my face. So to prime, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. And I'm just going to be pressing that into the spots that I'm most worried about. Like I have really enlarged pores right here and on my chin. And try not to cake this up too much because it can get oily if you use too much of it. Next, I'm going to be priming my eyelids as well as concealing any acne marks. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 25 Medium. So I'm just using the stick, and then I'll use that stick to kind of carve out my eyebrows as well. And then again, conceal any acne scarring. So to blend this out, I'm using a combination of my finger and a damp sponge. Now I'm using my finger a little bit on my eyelids because I have lash extensions, so the sponge is kind of hard to get, you know, really close to my lashes without actually touching them. I don't want to get a ton of product in them. I do have lots of creases in my eyes, so I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelids. I'm using the Airspum powder and I'm taking my Morphe M502 brush. I'm just going to pat some on, tap off the excess, and then pat that onto the lids. So for the skin, this is not going to be like a complete full coverage routine, although we are still going to look like we're wearing makeup. So instead of doing a foundation per se, I picked up the Maybelline Dream BB creams. So I got the BB Fresh, which is for normal to dry skin, and then I also got the BB Pure, which is for more acne prone skin and oily skin. Now the BB Pure, which is for acne prone, that has 2% salicylic acid in it, and for someone like myself, I do have oily to combination skin. I also do have acne prone skin. So I definitely wanted this product, but I didn't really want a complete matte look, so I picked up the BB Fresh as well. This one has pomegranate extract, which is good for rejuvenating the skin. It's also good for the epidermis. It helps to kind of prevent wrinkling or sun damage. I kind of didn't like that they didn't have a product with all of these benefits in one, so I got both and I plan on mixing them. For shade options, they had either light medium, or medium deep. So I picked medium deep. Now when I swatched it on my hand in the store, which totally is a no-no, but whatever, I'm not going to spend money on something that I don't know what color it's going to be. So I opened it and I swatched it on my hand in the store, and it seemed to match my hand which obviously my arms and rest of my body is going to be a little bit darker than my face and chest, but the goal is to kind of match my face and chest to the rest of my body as well as possible without looking like a clown. This is my first time using these products. Now I have used other BB creams before, so what I'm going to do is squeeze a little bit of each on the back of my hand. That way I can kind of mix them together. Okay, so I'm taking this little brush that I bought from like Real Techniques. It's got like a small paintbrush on one side and then a larger paintbrush on the other. I'm just using that to kind of mix, and then I'm going to apply it to my face and buff out with a beauty sponge. Is a little thicker than I was expecting for a BB cream, and I'm not sure if it oxidizes at all, but I'm hoping it does a little bit, because even though this is the darkest shade they offer, it's looking a little light. One thing you do have to watch out with products with sunscreen in them is that they tend to give the skin like a grayish tint, and for people that have color to their skin or that go tanning during the summer, this can be problematic for us because especially if you have like yellow tones in your skin, it's not going to blend very well. This definitely does have a grayish hue to it. My skin is extremely yellow compared to my face, but hopefully by adding some other products, it'll transform the way it looks. So with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, I'm just putting it really close to my eye. I don't really want to be dragging it down too far. Again, I am trying to have a more natural appearance and not so much of like a complete sculpted, contoured look. I'm just going to blend this out with a beauty sponge. I have to say the BB cream is kind of setting into my dry patches a little bit. It's also having some serious flashback in the camera. I can see in the viewfinder that my body looks extremely dark compared to my face, although in real life the contrast is not even remotely close to being this dramatic. So I'm going to take the Wet n Wild concealer in the color dark cocoa. That way I can kind of give my face some dimension and it doesn't look so like pale and gray. And I'm just going to take a sponge and blend that out. So if you intend on taking tons of pictures with flash or something, I do not recommend using these BB cream products. Again, as you see, the flashback for me on camera is pretty freaking intense, even though in person it does not look like this. I'm also going to be warming up my forehead since the sun usually beats down on that, and that's one of the darkest parts of your face. And under my lip. Okay, so I am going to bake under my eye again just with this translucent powder by Airspum. We're not going to put too much on because we don't want our skin to look too dry. And then if you have more oily prone skin, I recommend doing, ooh, not that crazy. I recommend doing your T-zone as well. Now to bring some warmth back into the rest of my skin, not so much where we bronzed, but everywhere else like under my jaw and around my mouth, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal True Match powder, and this is in the color W7, and I just have a big powder brush and I'm going to pounce that on there and then just kind of pat it all over the place. I don't really want to be building up too much or making my face super powdery, but I do want to bring some natural color that my skin has back into my face so it blends well with my neck and chest. So much better. Before I bronze my skin, I'm going to be using a liquid highlight. So this is the Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid Illuminating Highlighter, and it is in the color Light. So I'm squeezing some out on my finger, and I'm going to use my finger to kind of put it where I want it, and then I'll be blending it out with a beauty sponge. Now, of course, like, I did open this in the store as well and kind of figured out what color I wanted. So with a beauty sponge, I'm just going to be pressing this in. Now, I have no idea how this blends out. I am applying a lot of pressure. Okay, so the product is drying extremely fast. I'm gonna wet my sponge and then kind of try and blend it out a little better. On my face, you can see exactly where my fingers had touched my skin. It's not really like blending out to like a nice smooth cream. So, oh my god, it's like legit ruining my makeup. So this product, you can use it as I am right now, or you can mix it with your foundation, just like the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. I have to say, I'm liking the L'Oreal primer better because it doesn't freaking dry up like this to the point where I'm like really putting in a lot of muscle just to move this product around. Not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed there. To bronze my face, I'll be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus pressed powder in the color Cocoa, and I'll be applying that with my Morphe M502 brush. So the reason I applied the liquid highlight first is because I wanted the glow to look like it was coming from within. I didn't want it to look like something that I kind of laid on top of everything else. I didn't want it to look chunky. Now that I'm applying the bronzer on top of it, you see that that glow is really coming through, and it's exactly at the top of my cheekbones where I want it to be, and it's blending seamlessly with everything else that we have going on. Now I'm just applying my bronzer to everywhere that I had put my liquid contour as well. For the eyes, so to give our eyes a little bit of dimension, I'm going to take that same bronzer that I used, which is the Wet n Wild Photofocus, and I'm just taking a tapered brush. This is the Morphe M441 brush. So by just applying some of the bronzer in the crease, again, it just takes that color that you have all over your face and kind of brings it elsewhere, really pulls everything together, and then it gives your eye some dimension without having to do a full eyeshadow routine. To highlight the underbrow bone, I'm going to use the same Maybelline Master Strobing liquid, and I'm taking the winged liner brush by Sigma. This is the E06. You can use any small brush, this just happens to be what I grabbed. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that product and kind of line my underbrow. And then immediately I'm going to take my finger and just kind of blend it outward. I have lash extensions, so I do not need to apply mascara, nor do I need to apply false lashes. For this look in particular, I would only be applying mascara if I didn't have eyelashes already on. So what I'm going to do is just line my upper lash line just to kind of make my own lashes look a little bolder and darker and just fuller. So I grabbed the first kohl liner out of my drawer. I got this from a Birchbox. It's the brand Modster, and it's their Smooth Ride Supercharged Eyeliner in the color Black. For my lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this NYX Wonder Pencil in the color Medium and just lining that to really open up my eyes. Now you can go any which way that you want as far as a lip. I'm going to do a gloss. I think a gloss is the best way to go on me personally, like if I have a more natural routine, especially if I'm not going in with like a full coverage makeup routine. A gloss is just kind of like my go-to. So this gloss is the Mixed Cosmetics. I've talked about this a couple times, and this is in the shade All That Glitters. So I'm going to set my skin before I apply lower lash mascara just so I can prevent any smudging. And I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finishing Spray. You can use dewy, you can use matte. The dewy, again, is just going to give you a more natural, luminous look. So I like to like fan for a couple seconds, and then I'll always take my sponge and kind of press everything in, and it's just gonna blend it all together, really bring to life any powders you have on your face. And lastly, I'm gonna coat my eyebrows with some Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in the color Deep Brown. And this is just going to really bring my brow hairs to life and not make them look so like laid down and flat and drawn on. And I like to kind of furrow them, ruffle them up, and brush them upwards so they look like disheveled and natural and like crazy. Lastly, what I'm going to try, I'm going to squeeze some of this onto a beauty blender, and I'm going to kind of spray my collarbones and press this product on and blend it in. And I like to do my collarbones as well as like these lines in your neck where you're always like moving. That way it kind of accentuates those as well. And then I'll also do like down the bridge of my chest and kind of like in between a little bit. Hey! Very nice. So this is the final look right here. I'm very up and down about the Maybelline Illuminating Highlighter. As you saw, it was a little difficult to work with, but the product itself is extremely awesome. Like, it works really well. It doesn't feel sticky or greasy or anything. It's just kind of like becomes one with your skin. So I don't know how I feel about it. I guess I'll have to play with it a little more, see if I can find better ways to use it. Also, so far I do really like the Maybelline BB cream. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel sticky. It almost feels skin-like now that it is completely dry and that I have set the product. There was some grayness and a little bit of dullness that it brought to the skin when I had first applied it. The flashback in the camera, like I had mentioned, was really bad. So I do not recommend this for like flash photography at all. Again, I'll have to play with it a little more and kind of see its ups and downs, and I can keep you guys updated on social media. As far as how it's wearing and how it applied to the skin, it is very nice. So I am extremely happy so far. I'm not having any separation. I did have a little dry patch on my nose that I had to work a little bit harder to blend the product over it, but other than that, now that it is on, you can't really tell that there was a dry spot. I think this makeup look is also a great alternative to doing a full face beat of makeup for like work. Now, this took me literally about 15 minutes to do my entire face. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you were able to find some products you like. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried any of these products and what you like and don't like, or if you have suggestions for something else that I can use. Also, let me know what some of your favorite BB creams are, because I am looking to try a few more. I've gotten a couple like CC creams in my Birchboxes that I wasn't too fond of, but as far as like drugstore products or even like higher end products, let me know what you guys like so I can run out and try it. As far as videos to come, I will be doing a full lash review on my extensions. So there are definitely some things that you would want to know before you run out and get lash extensions, or some things that you might want to know about the care of them and how long they last and how much they cost, etc. So I will be doing that soon. Also, another life update. So I have press-on nails on. I usually do acrylics, but I cannot afford to maintain my eyelash extensions and my acrylics at the same time. Sorry to say, but I am not made out of money. So I ran out and I bought the Kiss acrylic press-ons and like the Kiss nail glue, and I am absolutely obsessed. It took me about 10 minutes as far as like opening the product and trying to figure out which nail should go where. But other than that, I am extremely happy with them. So I guess we'll see. I'll play around with these for a little bit, and if I love them as much as I do, in a couple weeks, I can do a full nail tutorial of me redoing my nails, if that's something that you guys want to see. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, also comment below. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see, because I feel like I've been off the map for 2 weeks now, and I need to get my shit together.